Chiefs out of the top 8. Golden Arrows and SuperSport to play 45 minutes of Gavin Hunt's 1,000, or is it even 1,999.5th match? So Gavin Hunt hasn't played his 1,000th game. He only played half of it. He's not there for the second half of it. Orlando Pirates secured their second position, but what's happening at the bottom as far as the relegation is still heating up. Let's talk about something real quick here. A lot of you are still perhaps at some points not exactly sure what we give you. So I had an interaction with some of the fans a little bit earlier on, and somebody said, Andile, I really love the SABC. In fact, this is the tweet. Lo BMan59211 on Twitter, or known as X, who said, the SABC Sport don't offer a wide variety though. You can't compare, I think is what he meant to say there. Well, last time I checked, large variety, the dictionary meaning of it is a large number or range of different things. Let me educate you. And I had to write this down because, well, large, this is large. We give you the CAF competitions, the Champions League, the Confederations, the AFCON, in women and in the under-17s, the under-20s, the final, you watched it here. We gave you the Betway Premiership, the Bundesliga, the Premier League, and of course, maybe you didn't know this, here on SABC Sport, we give you the Copa del Rey, which gave us the El Clasico, Barcelona versus Real Madrid. You watched it here. And if that's enough, it's not, because we also give you the Hollywood Bet Super League, which is, well, exclusive to us here. I don't know what a large number is, but if that's not a large number, I guess I'll never know. Welcome to it, because on a Monday, we take all those leagues, all of that, and we review it here on Soccer Zone. Dr. Commanders, yeah? And Lulu's, yeah. Doggy? Yeah. Top 8. Hey, get banned outside the top 8, man. Hey.
No, ngasho lutho ngoba uyazi. No. It's frustrating for, I don't know who ref uzothini, but some of the things ezenzakala are costly for coaches, for the team. But complaining now, it's...
So a referee's decision
on Saturday, look at the time and look at the incident. Chiefs should have awarded a penalty, but I'm not here to complain about it.
That's a complaint.
Into engiyikhulumayo la sebayabhala angazi ukuthi sebasebenza ngamazwi or I don't know, but
I'll tell you
it's
what,
good
Doggy,
because
we'll take a look at it, okay?
Yeah.
Because Sundowns 1-1 at home in the final of the CAF Champions League. Good or bad?
It's not good for the mere fact that Pyramids has scored an away goal, but it's also good that Sundowns know that they're capable of scoring a goal.
Okay. Well, there's a lot to do as far as the show is concerned. But that's not it, because Dog is complaining, and Tatane, that means we bring you in. He's known as the principal, former FIFA referee. It's Victor Hlungwane.
Riperle sanibona neswathini emanzini yathi nisibhekile khona manje sizophendula udokotela lana wethu kuthi no, was that a penalty or not? La isoccer zone la ibonisa yonke i-SADC region nase yonke indawo siphendula ukuthi noma siphethe yonke na no referee sinaye la, so ungawari wena yonke ikhona la, kodwa ngiyabuya ngizothi FIFA.
Well, let's take a look now at what you can get involved in with us here. We've been saying it the whole month, and we'll keep saying it because we really do appreciate the work that you put in. When you get home on a Monday and you get to sit down and watch this here show, we appreciate you. Happy Workers' Month to you. But let's have a conversation. Pyramids, they've scored an away goal. What does Miguel Cardoso need to change to ensure Mamelodi Sundowns win the CAF Champions League? That's if he has to change anything, yeah? Maybe you don't feel that he needs to. But yeah, that's what we want to talk to you about. SABC Sport, SABC_Sport on X, Facebook, SABCsport.com, as well as on SABC Sport on TikTok. Right now, though, he is the man of the moment, all of South Africa. When it comes to this time of the season, want to know, Uchakunia, the Super Journal, what does he have to say?
The transfer window is in full swing, in full operation, and Orlando Pirates, the first to get off the blocks. I have it on good authority. Sihle Nduli played his final game for Stellenbosch against Cape Town City over the weekend. They even gave him the captain's armband. Steve Barker saying his goodbyes, his farewell, saying he was a great servant for the club, having joined from TX Galaxy. Coach Lulu, Sihle Nduli now joins from Stellies and he replaces Miguel Tim. A good signing?
A good signing, really, for Pirates, because if you remember, halfway through, they didn't sign any players in the January transfer window. So now having to sign so early, it means they are replacing Tim already. They're stabilizing when Ndlondlo isn't playing regularly because talent and Makaula is not enough for them in that midfield as a defensive midfielder. So that's a good signing.
Yeah, good signing indeed. But staying with that Orlando Pirates, what's happening there? A player who could find difficult in terms of deciding his future. Kukune United have decided, and I've got it yet again on good authority, that they are not keeping him. He actually had been training with the reserve league team, having had a scuffle with Maghalwa towards the end of the season, and they decided now he needs to go back to his parent club, which is Orlando Pirates. His future, given that he still has a contract with the Buccaneers, will be decided in the coming weeks and coming days. That's Katlego Tladisa there regarding his future. Another player who on the fence with regards to where he is moving on from here is Mduduzi Mdantsane. Dr. Kumalo, this player was sent out on loan to Richards Bay. Did he impress? Because Chairman Jomo Biela has confirmed to me that they've got no interest as it stands and all loan players are going back to their parent clubs.
Yeah, well, if they take him back to Kaizer Chiefs, it will be good for him too, because remember, Coach Chiefs Nasa Tole game time. And the reason why they loan players is for them to have more game time, and they could have a hootla. At least they have gained game time, because remember, if you don't play, definitely there's nothing a team can do about it.
Has he done enough at Richards Bay to earn a slot now and game time for Chiefs to look at him and say, yeah, he did so much, let's play him?
The unfortunate part is their player. So if Richards Bay Abamfuni, so he has to go back to Kaizer Chiefs, and Langley Lukona, with my experience and what I saw from Umdu, he can come handy.
Okay.
Perhaps what now separates Kaizer Chiefs, Orlando Pirates and Mamelodi Sundowns is that they are able to hold on to their key players at the moment. Exclusively, Soccer Zone can reveal that Aubrey Modiba has had his contract extended by Mamelodi Sundowns. That's an option that was triggered up until June 2026 with a clause to keep Modiba up until 2027. But I understand as well that there's discussion behind the scenes that the Bafana defender, a utility player really, is talking to the club over a long-term contract. He's just turned 29. He's off to the Club World Cup, playing in decisive moments for the CAF Champions League team that's going to Cairo, Egypt, in the next coming days. By the way, I'll be joining Mamelodi Sundowns on that trip to cover extensively that leg. Speaking of which, I had an interview with Coach Steve Khompela on the sidelines of that CAF Champions League first leg encounter against Pyramids. Steve Khompela, he admits they've got a tough task ahead of them out at the 30 June Stadium, where I'll be, by the way.
Will deflate you so, but champions are born out of such tragedies. You just have to show resilience and mental strength, because the minute you drown yourself in that sorrow, then you won't rise. So it's very important to say, okay, it happened, but did I lose or did I learn? So the lessons that we picked up here should take us forward. And we know they have a problem as well, because they draw, we share a point in as much as they score away, but we'll have to go to Cairo and make life difficult for them. They're a good team, and they also have a good backing. And you don't reach CAF Champions League by fluke. These guys have come here, and we saw a couple of matches they played. Even in their domestic league, they're quite impeccable. They have a lot of good players. But sometimes it's equally a good team. So we have to go to Cairo knowing exactly that they are a hell of a good team, but we have to get better.
Now remember, in all my travels, trend setting, Andile, I'll still have the transfer news. It doesn't stop. It's that time of the season where we have to keep abreast with everything. So Cairo, Zanzibar, USA, Club World Cup, the transfer window on sabcsport.com. Keep it locked on that channel over there.
Hey, I'm coming, man. No, it's okay. Nami, Pulukwane. I'm going to be there. Over the weekend, Group Betway Premiership, the top 2 were decided. The top 3 that are going into CAF competitions were decided, as well as the top 8 was decided. There's still a big question mark, though, as whether Golden Arrows can score enough goals to be able to get themselves into the top 8. The big question, though, Kaizer Chiefs, Mfundo Vilakazi, a penalty in the last minute. Should it have been given? Well, for that, we have to go to the only man in South Africa that can answer that. It's the principal.
Right, thank you very much. Let's go to Pirates and Supersport. The law says a challenge or tackle that endangers the safety of an opponent using excessive force must be sanctioned as serious foul play. Asihambe sibona uMbatha ukuthi wenzeni. Siqaleni ke sibona ukuthi uMbatha wenzeni kuBhaliti la. What Mbatha did here is what we call serious foul play. If you look at the way he tackles first, he tackles there, he misses him. So that is called serious foul play, endangering the safety of an opponent. You can see for yourself that if a straight leg with starts, it's endangering the safety of an opponent, the player must be sent off the red card. Abamnikanga, incorrect decision by the referee to give a yellow card for such tackles. Let's go to the next one.
Well, Mr. Before you give me the next one, terribly sorry to get in there while you're giving your class. A fan who loves watching Soccer Zone has asked you a question. Please, have a look.
I hope you great, my favorite. As a Kaizer Chiefs supporter, it's really sad we have done top 8 football. But it's okay if you're not playing top 8 football, my chances is me sell out. Mara mama has done top 8 middleman, they will just cause the problem. There is studio, I'm going to explain about the incident that Vilakazi no go play the game. Why you must see penalty? Why you must see penalty that Vilakazi? Hey, this is easy to expect.
It is even no. A penalty is not a goal, but it's an opportunity. Like I said, the opportunity ngaba snikil. Maybe was a quarter or not assas. But as one no, was the opportunity denied? Sibona nje Mfundo Vilakazi angena phakathi unobani Matodzi. Matodzi is behind, and when you're from behind and someone is in front, if he makes contact with you, chances are you will fall. But let's see if it was fair or unfair contact, because look, he's behind, there's contact there on the line, and the line belongs to the areas in which there are boundaries. There's a second contact on the bump there with a push, with a leg, with a knee. So that made Vilakazi to fall. So here an offense has been committed inside the penalty area, of which the penalty should have been awarded for stepping on the leg and also on using the knee to push Vilakazi. That's when he lost balance there. So here, incorrect decision, a penalty should have been awarded for Mfundo Vilakazi. Let's go to the next one. Here we're talking about hand on the face.
Let's go to the next one.
We have been preaching that hand on the face, referees have been instructed to issue a yellow card. Here we have Mahmoud from Sudan, and then we also have Ahmad from Pyramids, who used hands on the face on Allende there. Look at the hand on the face. Yellow card should have come out. The same player committed another offense which was supposed to be second yellow and was supposed to be sent off, but unfortunately this one was not given, and then he could have got a red card in this match. And then again, if you check, some will say why VR did not intervene in this regard. Again, VAR kuma double yellow card, second yellow card, ingena ku straight red card. This is not straight red card, but the player could have received 2 yellow cards in this regard. Let's go to the last one. We're going to CAF, the Confederation Cup final. Here we see Bekan and Simba. There's a free kick here. In this free kick, we can see that when we play it, let's play it and see if indeed this goal was correctly ruled offside. You know, we draw the line when we have to deal with offside. They are busy celebrating, but you can see that there's assistant referee correctly positioned, and then here's the player in an offside position. Let's wait and see if it will interfere in active play. When play continues, you can see the player now jumps. When he jumps and headed the ball, he's now interfering with play. Assistant referee gave a goal. And then a referee says, no, let's wait, because VAR intervenes on goal or no goal. And then when they intervene, they gave a decision that this is offside. So therefore, correct decision by VAR.
Okay. Uje Chiefs, what's the journey?
Mfunde was supposed to get a penalty.
Oh, okay. No, thank you very much.
Hayi.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Yo. Hayi.
Yeah?
Hayi. Sizothini?
Take a break.
Sizathini? Hayi.